Hello. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Sandra.
Teacher.
Hey, how are you today?
Fine, missing you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm late. Oh, I was just finishing our class and, I got carried away. How are you today? How's everything?
Yes, better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday. Well, that's good. That's
Yes,
good.
I arrived late home because I was having a meeting with some English teachers. Here in Neighbor, it's very, very difficult to find English teachers. I don't know how is that staff in Villao,
Same
but
story.
here it's very difficult. We were talking because well, we had a meeting with the academic coordinator too, because we feel that something is going wrong with the English teacher.
Oh, really?
Yes, with the English classes, the
Yeah.
development of the English classes.
I know it's really hard. Here is the same story. Actually, I'm trying to hire a new English teacher, but it's very hard. Sometimes I find someone who wants to work, but they don't have the required level, so I cannot hire him or her. Or sometimes they want to work just part-time, and I need a full-time teacher, so it's really hard. It's really hard. Okay. And all right, so let's start. Let's start with our class. And right, before we go,
Do you find out how do you say embutido? I didn't do the homework. Do you?
I did. I am very responsible. All right, the first thing, the first alternative that I found was processed meats. Processed meats, which I think it's good. I'll just write it for you. Here we go. So you can say processed meats, or there is another, which is also very common, cold cuts, or cold cut meats. So this can be used for Spanish, okay? About that one. We'll be working on that later. Okay, so let's start. What do you think the class is going to be about?
About happiness.
Yeah, it's about happiness. You got it. And here I got some questions. What makes you happy? In my case, doing sport. I love doing sport, and that makes me happy. I started training tennis about 4 or 5 months ago now. I train every day. I go from 6 to 7 every day. And it's great, because I feel that I can release my stress, that I can start my day with a lot of energy. So I love doing exercise. That definitely makes me happy. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Traveling and also sharing with my family.
Okay. So why do you like traveling and sharing with your family?
Well, because in my case, my husband used to work a lot of time. He works a lot. He's like a workaholic.
Okay.
And well, I have one son who is living in Bogota. And Yes, because I have always different family and I love sharing with them. I love listening, going to new places, going to new restaurants. So that made me happy. And also traveling too, because you learn a lot general culture.
Yeah.
And yes, I always when I have an invitation or when I make an invitation to someone to a restaurant, I always try to go to different places.
Oh, really?
I like to know new places.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's
It
wonderful.
doesn't matter if it is I don't know, a well-known restaurant or a new restaurant or something like that. But I like to change.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, me too. I also like traveling. That's one of the things that keeps me alive. Last year I went to Italy, and it was wonderful because for me it
Where did
was
you
like
go? Sorry, where did you go?
I went to Italy in Europe. Italy, Italy. This one, Italy.
Ah, okay, Italy. Italy.
Yeah. So I went to Italy and I visited 5 different cities in Italy. First city was Naples, in Spanish be Napolis. Then I went to Rome, which is the capital. Then I went to Florence. Then I went to Venice. And finally, I went to a small city called Morsano al Tagliamento because there is a friend, a very good friend of mine, who is Colombian, but now she's married to an Italian guy. So I just went to visit. She has 2 babies now, so I wanted to meet the babies and spend some time with her husband and all the other people. And that trip was amazing because I learned many things. I was able to meet new people from different parts of the world. It's amazing. Traveling is just great. It's a great experience. Okay, now how about this one? Do you think having money is similar to being happy?
No, no, it's not similar because sometimes there are a lot of people who have money and they aren't happy. So that's not similar. You
No,
can find happiness in small things. You can find happiness in cheap things without pain or without spending money.
definitely. Um, Actually, some people say that you really become happy when you start appreciating those small things. That's what you said. Yeah. Now, what activities cheer you up? Cheer you up is like maybe you're not very happy, you're kind of sad, you're kind of bored. So, what activities cheer you up, boost you?
Well, what kind of activities? I cheer up when I have the opportunity to sleep for a long time,
No, okay,
that I can sleep, that I don't have to wake up early.
okay.
What else? To also I cheer up when I find or when I meet a friend who has who when I cheer up when I meet a friend who has, how do you say that? Alguien a quien no he visto hace rato. When I
Okay.
meet someone
Someone
who
I haven't seen.
I haven't seen for a long time.
That's correct. For a long time. So you can say, let's recap the whole thing. What was it? The whole thing?
I said I cheer up
All right. Yeah. I cheer up. Yep. I
when
cheer.
I meet someone who I haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah. When I meet someone I haven't seen for a long time. You can add who here is optional. right? Great. So I cheer up when I meet someone I haven't seen for a long time, or I cheer up when I meet someone who I haven't seen for a long time. Great, fantastic.
Also, to take time to myself.
Oh yeah.
That cheer me up.
Yeah, that's great. All right. And the last, well, you already answered this. Do you think money can buy happiness? I guess your answer is no, right? Why?
Sorry, why?
Yeah.
Yes, do you think money can buy happiness? No, I can't buy happiness with money, because I can find happiness in small things without having to spend money. For example, going to a walk in the park, going to a river, or just walking. I can find happiness in small things.
Yeah. That's the most important. Okay. Now here we got some vocabulary. So you can visit relatives, right? You can have, and you can go to what? Let's start with go to. Go to what? A lion or concerts, gigs, or festivals?
Go to concerts, gigs, and festivals. What do you mean by gigs?
By what? By
After
gigs. Gigs. Yeah, gigs are like concerts, but they are usually smaller. Usually smaller. So a concert is like a big, massive event, and then a gig is more like local. You know, it's like a local band, which is giving a concert the same, but it's just smaller. But it's the same, right? In Spanish, we call them like toques, ir a un toque. You see that? Yeah, ir a un concierto is like very big. And ir a un toque is like, oh yeah, they are gonna have a gig in a bar, or they're gonna have a gig in a small location. Okay, and the last one, have what?
Visibility. Have a line. Have a
Have.
line.
And this is very British, to have a lie-in. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, so it's when you decide, when you wake up, but you don't want to get up. So you just stay in bed for some more minutes. We have a very particular way to say that in Spanish. I don't know if you know it, but I say like, sí, ya me levanté, pero estoy haciendo pereza. So that hacer pereza, to have a lie-in, okay? Have a lie-in, yes. But this is mostly British, okay? Mostly British. In American, people just say stay in bed for a long time. Yeah. Stay in bed for more time, for longer. Okay, let's continue with this. Chat. Chat what?
Chat to friends online.
Great.
Have a quiet night.
Perfect. And do you?
Do yoga.
Yoga. Great. Meet up.
Meet up. With friends. No, wait. Tidy up. Yes. Tidy up. Tidy up the house, the flat.
Yes. And go to?
Museums, art galleries.
Yeah. Do.
Meet up with friends. Do exercise.
Great. Have
for a drink. No, go out for a drink.
people round for dinner. Yes. And go out
for a drink, meal.
For a drink or for a meal. Great. That's fantastic. No problem. So I want you to read this. We're going to read this small article, short article. And then, all right. And you tell me what you understood. Okay. What did you understand? And what do you think the rest of the reading is going to be about? Right. Just try to predict what is next after this short beginning. Okay, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Read very quickly, 30 seconds, and you tell me what you understood and what you think the next thing is going to be about, right? You got it?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So what is it about? What's the reading about?
Well, it is about a magazine or an article in a magazine that tell us a report about a research related to happiness. What happiness mean, or what happen, or how can we find happiness?
Definitely. Great. So we're going to learn today what the scientists found in their research. Okay, but before we go to that, here I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 reasons for happiness. So which do you think are the most important and the least important? So we're going to make a list, like what's the most important to be happy? Number one, what do you think? We have friends and family, money, being married, helping others, your genes, being attracted, growing old, religion, intelligence, not wanting more than you have. So which do you think is the most important?
Not wanting more than you got.
More than you have or you've got. Great. Number two.
Friends and family.
Friends and family would be like the second most important, friends and family. 3.
Intelligence.
Ooh, all right. Intelligence. Oh, intelligence. Great. 4.
Helping others.
Ooh, okay. Helping others. Then 5.
Growing old.
Growing old. Okay. Growing old. Then 6.
Your jeans. How do you say that? Jeans.
Yeah, jeans. Jeans like pants. Jeans. Same pronunciation. All right. Jeans.
And that means genes.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like tu genética, tus genes. Yeah, that's good. Your genes. Perfect. 7.
7. I would say being attractive, but not for others, but for myself.
Oh, okay. Like how you perceive yourself in terms of attractive. Yeah, wow, that's good. 8.
Yes, to have a beautiful spiritual life. So I would say religion.
Being mad. Oh, religion. Sorry. Yeah, religion. And 9.
I would say money before being married.
Oh my God. So being married doesn't make you happy very much. All right. So being married will be the last one. Okay. So now we're going to read the whole report of these scientists, and we're going to learn what's the importance they found according to their research. Okay. And we're going to compare their findings to our predictions. Okay. So here it is. I'm just going to give you 3 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes. And then we're gonna go back and compare their list to our list. Okay, you have 3 minutes. Please work quickly, and I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger for you. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. So I'll see you in 3 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Are you done? Okay, great. So what do you think about the research, the findings? Was it surprising? It was not that surprising?
Yes, it was surprised that the second reason is being married.
Okay. Do you agree or you don't agree?
I don't agree.
Okay, it's okay. No, that's good. Any other thing that surprised you? You know, something that surprised me was number 10, intelligence. I thought intelligence was going to be at least in number 3 or 4, but it was the last one, intelligence. So I don't know. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead. And here I have 3 pictures, 3 different people, Fiona, Maxie, and Caroline. So just by looking at the pictures, what makes them happy, do you think? What makes them happy?
Well, I think that Fiona, I think, no. I believe that Fiona feels happy when she has the opportunity to share with her son.
Okay.
And no, that playing guitar makes happy Matse. No, I don't like the way that I'm doing the sentence. Matsi loves playing the guitar, and that's make him happy.
Yeah.
And Caroline loves nature, and being around nature makes Caroline feel very happy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, now we're gonna listen. We're gonna focus a little bit on listening today, and we're gonna find 2 things, at least 2 things that make them happy. Okay, so let's play it. It's a little hard, so be focused. Let's go ahead and play it. Here we go.
Face to Face, second edition.
Okay.
Intermediate, track 1. Fiona.
What makes me happy? Well, I love doing yoga. That's very important to me, and I do it every day. I'm also a yoga teacher, and I teach classes 3 times a week. I really enjoy teaching, and it never really feels like work. And I love spending time with my son Leo, of course. He's nearly 7 now, and it's wonderful watching him grow up. At the moment, he's playing a video game. It's amazing how good he is. He's much better than I am, and he beats me every time. What else? Well, I love having a lie-in, which doesn't happen very often, as you can imagine. But last Sunday, Leo stayed with his grandparents, so my husband and I didn't get up till midday. It was heaven.
Maxie.
Well, playing guitar makes me happy. I got my first guitar when I was 12, and now I'm in a band at uni. I started writing my own songs about 2 years ago, and So far, I've written about 25 songs. Our band isn't famous or anything, but we play every weekend, usually at local pubs or parties. And there's always a really good atmosphere. Oh, and last month, I put a video of the band on YouTube, and so far, it's got over 20,000 hits, which is fantastic. What else? Well, I love visiting new places. That makes me happy too. I've been to 6 countries so far, and maybe one day we'll play gigs all over the world. Now that would be amazing.
Caroline.
What makes me happy? Well, I really enjoy going to art galleries with my twin sister Mary. We go to an exhibition together once or twice a month, and we always have a wonderful time. Another thing that makes me really happy is working in the garden. I've always loved growing plants and flowers ever since I was a little girl. And this year I've started a small vegetable garden. We often have friends round for dinner, and it's nice to eat things we've grown ourselves. But I don't do the cooking. My husband does all that. It's one of the things that makes him happy. I just do the eating. What else? Well, seeing our grandchildren, of course. They visit us most weekends, and we love every minute we spend with them.
Okay.
Face to face.
That was
Second
it.
edition.
All right. Was it hard? Was it too easy? Standard? What do you think?
From 1 to 5, I think that it was 3.5.
Oh, that's amazing. That's what I need. Not too difficult, not too easy. Great. So what did you get for Fiona? What makes her happy?
Well, Fiona is a yoga teacher.
Yes.
And what else? I forgot. She loves playing with his 7-year-old son, and she loves to lie on.
Have a lion. Yeah, to have a lion.
She loves to have a lion.
Yes, very good. You got those two. How about for Maxi? What 2 things make him happy?
Oh boy, I forgot. He loves playing the guitar.
Yep.
He is part of a band, and he loves to have concert every weekend, something like that.
Yeah.
No,
There's one more thing that makes him happy. It's about traveling.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
So he likes visiting new places. That's basically what he says. Great. How about Caroline? 2 things that make her happy.
Caroline loves gardening.
Yes.
She also has a vegetable garden.
Yeah.
She loves to share with her grandchildren,
Yes.
and also to prepare food with her own vegetable, with her own grow that they have, or that she has in the garden.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Very nice. You got them. All right. So here I have some vocabulary. Well, this is very easy. What's uni? We have a sister or brother who is usually identical to you, or a short version of university. What do you think?
Uni, short version of university.
Great. A twin sister is basically a sister or a brother who is usually identical to you. Great. Twin.
Teacher, what's the difference of how do you say in English? I know that twin is gemelo, but how would I say mellizo? Also
Ooh.
twin.
I'm not sure about that one. Let's see. Mellizo in English. Twin. Yeah, let's say twin. Yeah, normally people just say twin. Ah.
It doesn't matter if they have, yes, because for example, in the school, I have some gemelos and some
Uh-huh.
mellizos, and I don't know how would
Yeah,
say
I guess most people just say twin. I've never heard any other word for that. But that's gonna be my homework. I'm gonna be 100% sure for next class, but 95% of the cases I've just heard twin and that's it. But I'm pretty sure that technically there must be a word because there is a difference, right? There's still a difference between a mellizo and gemelo. So I will check that one. But in the street, I just hear twin. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna listen again, and this time I have more difficult questions. Okay, we're gonna step up a little bit in difficulty level. So I got 9 questions here. Read them in 30 seconds and understand them. Okay. So number 1, how often does Fiona teach yoga classes? Or how? Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8. You have 30 seconds to read them and understand them. Okay, just to read them and understand. Okay. You got it?
yes.
All right. So we'll play the recording again, and I want you to find the answers. All right. If you want, you can take notes or you can write on the chat. Try to have all the answers. Okay. So let's go ahead and play that again. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
Copyright Cambridge University Press, 2013.
What makes me happy?
Fiona.
What makes me happy? Well, I love doing yoga. That's very important to me, and I do it every day. I'm also a yoga teacher, and I teach classes 3 times a week. I really enjoy teaching, and it never really feels like work. And I love spending time with my son Leo, of course. He's nearly 7 now, and it's wonderful watching him grow up. At the moment, he's playing a video game. It's amazing how good he is. He's much better than I am, and he beats me every time. What else? Well, I love having a lie-in, which doesn't happen very often, as you can imagine. But last Sunday, Leo stayed with his grandparents, so my husband and I didn't get up till midday. It was heaven.
Maxi.
Well, playing guitar makes me happy. I got my first guitar when I was 12, and now I'm in a band at uni. I started writing my own songs about 2 years ago, and so far I've written about 25 songs. Our band isn't famous or anything, but we play every weekend, usually at local pubs or parties, and there's always a really good atmosphere. Oh, and last month I put a video of the band on YouTube, and so far it's got over 20,000 hits, which is fantastic. What else? Well, I love visiting new places. That makes me happy too. I've been to 6 countries so far, and maybe one day we'll play gigs all over the world. Now that would be amazing.
Caroline.
What makes me happy? Well, I really enjoy going to art galleries with my twin sister Mary. We go to an exhibition together once or twice a month, and we always have a wonderful time. Another thing that makes me really happy is working in the garden. I've always loved growing plants and flowers ever since I was a little girl. And this year I've started a small vegetable garden. We often have friends round for dinner, and it's nice to eat things we've grown ourselves. But I don't do the cooking. My husband does all that. It's one of the things that makes him happy. I just do the eating. What else? Well, seeing our grandchildren, of course. They visit us most weekends, and we love every minute we spend with them.
Okay. So, do you have the answers?
I think so.
Okay, great. We're gonna check them out. So, what's number 2? What's Fiona's son doing at the moment?
Well, Fiona's son is doing something with video games.
Yeah. What do you think he's doing with the video game? What can you do with a video game?
Maybe participating in a contest or in a rally or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, they say just he's playing a video game. So yeah, great. 3, what did Fiona do last Sunday?
Well, because of her son wasn't at home, she and her husband stay in bed till midnight, till
Yeah,
midday.
that's correct. One second. Okay. Perfect. Now, what do we have for number 4? How many songs has Maxi written?
25.
25, good. What did he put on YouTube last month?
Something that 20,000 hits, like a
Yeah.
song who had 20,000 hits.
That's good. You know what a hit is, right? Hit is like a play. Hit, play, hit, play. So it was a video of the band, and it got, I don't know how many, 1,000 hits. Great. How many countries has it been to?
6 countries.
6 countries, great. Who does Caroline go to art galleries with? Galleries.
I don't know, but she said something like 26 Mary.
Oh, it was a twin sister. Twin sister. So she goes to art galleries with her twin sister. You know, what's a twin sister?
Twin sister, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
Twin sister. That's good. So she pronounced it very fast, so it sounds like blah, 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 blah. It's twin sister.
And I got 26.
Yeah, good. 8, what makes her husband happy?
Cooking?
Cooking, yes. Great. And 9, who visits them most weekends?
Her or the grandchildren.
Yes, that's perfect. All right, so the audio was not difficult for you. Now let's see a little bit of grammar. We're gonna try and cover this. So let's see. Here I got 4 questions, okay, and 4 tenses: present continuous, past simple, blah 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 blah. So we're gonna classify the questions, and we're gonna put them right next to the tense, the correct tense. For example, choose one of the questions. Any question that you want to do with me.
Okay. What did Fiona do last Sunday? It is past simple.
That's a past simple question. Great. Great. How about this one? How often does Fiona teach yoga classes?
How often does Fiona teach yoga classes? Present simple.
Definitely, that's present simple. How about this one? How many songs has Maxi written?
Present perfect simple.
That's correct. And the last one, what's Fiona's son doing at the moment?
Present continuous.
That's a present continuous. Very clear grammar, so I'm just going to go ahead. Now here, I want you to classify each part of the question into question, word, auxiliary, subject, or verb. For example, let's do this one. How long have you lived there? So what's the question word or the WH that we call here?
How long?
How long? Great. So I'm just going to put it here. How long? Then what's the auxiliary of that question?
Half.
Great. What's the subject?
Half because it's past perfect. Half.
Mhm.
You.
Great. Then verb?
Lives.
Lived. And then the complement will be there. That's good. Now let's classify this one.
What
So-
time do you get out on Sundays? What time is the question word?
Mhm.
Do is the auxiliary.
Yes.
The subject is you.
Mhm.
The verb is get up.
Yeah, good.
And
And
on
then
Sunday is the complement.
perfect, no problem. So I'm gonna skip the other, and I would just want to go to this one, the one in red. Who lives with you? Let's classify the parts. So what's the
Okay.
question word?
Who?
Great. Then auxiliary.
We don't have auxiliary. Is present.
Correct.
We don't have auxiliary. Lives
Uh-huh.
is the verb.
Okay. Lives is the verb. Good.
Maybe the subject is you. Or
Well-
no, you is complement.
You is the complement. Very good. So we have a very different question here, and that's what we're going to be learning today. Okay. It's actually really easy, but have this in mind. Okay. It's a different question. It doesn't have an auxiliary or a subject. So we're going to see what happens here. Look at these. 8. Can you read 8, please?
What makes you what makes her husband happy?
And 9.
Who visits them most weekends?
Great. So why don't these questions have an auxiliary? Why? Do you have any ideas? Because all the other questions have an auxiliary. Have, do, does, is, am, are. But why do these questions don't have an auxiliary?
Because it's present? No.
Not really, because you can have a present question with an auxiliary. For example, where do you live? This is a present,
And has subsidiary.
it has an auxiliary. So the key here is, okay.
Like we say in Spanish, pronombre tácita, something like that.
That's good. Because these questions are asking about the subject. Porque estos están preguntando por el sujeto. All right? Look at number 9. Who visits them most weekends? What is the answer? Si tuvieras que dar una respuesta, if you had to answer this question, who visits them most weekends? What is the answer? You remember? For the
The grandchildren.
grandchildren. So this is a subject. Grandchildren. The full answer would be that their grandchildren visit them most weekends. So we are asking about the subject. So remember this, when the question asks about the subject, we don't need an auxiliary, okay? Same with number 8. What makes her husband happy? Do you remember the answer?
Cooking.
Cooking. In this case, cooking is a subject, all right? Let's get the full answer. Cooking makes her husband happy. Very good. So in this specific case, cooking becomes a subject, all right? Cooking is the thing that makes her husband happy. So this is the subject. So remember, when the questions ask about the subject, we never use an auxiliary. Okay? Cool? You follow me?
Yes.
Great. Now, traductora, quiero que me preguntes. ¿Quién vive aquí? ¿Cómo
Who
sería
is
esa?
here? Who
Who-
is here?
Muy bien, si te das cuenta, if you see, I am asking about the subject, so I don't need an auxiliary. Who lives here? Great. Pregúntame, por ejemplo, ¿quién compró esta casa?
Who bought this house?
Exactly, who bought this house? So you see, no auxiliary, pero el verbo ¿cómo va? How does the verb go? Va conjugado, ¿ok? Como si fuera la tercera persona, lives here, ¿ok? Good. Y en el pasado pues no se nota, pero es como si fuera la tercera persona. Great, fantastic, no problem. So let's go ahead and we're going to do this exercise in 3 minutes, ¿ok? Vamos a poner cualquier de estos auxiliaries, do, are, have, did, o en el caso de que no haya auxiliar, pues no le ponemos auxiliar, ¿ok? Entonces, ¿cómo lo vamos a hacer? Vamos a escribirlas en el chat. I want you to write them on the chat, ¿ok? Vamos a hacer la segunda juntos, ¿listo? So, how long you live there?
Hold on,
What
hold on.
do I need to put?
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Number 2. How long? Vamos a completar con. Ponle cuidado. Vamos a ponerlos aquí en blue. Do, are, have, did, or no auxiliary. Okay. So one of these words are going to go in the spaces. So for example, for number 2, how long you live there?
Have.
Exactly. So we're going to write here, have. How long have you lived there? Okay, let's do number 3 together. 3.
It's no auxiliary.
Fantastic. No auxiliary. So that's what I want you to do. Finish the others, and you can write them on the chat. Okay, you have 3 minutes. No tienes que escribir todas las respuestas, solamente si va no auxiliary y algo, o alguno de esos auxiliaries. Okay, con eso ahorramos un poco de tiempo. So let's do it. You have 3 minutes. Let's go.
Don't.
Great. That's fantastic. All of them are perfect. So now let's go and we're gonna finish up with some conversation. So let's talk about 3 things that make you happy. In my case, 3 things that make me happy. As I said before, doing sport. Number 2 was traveling, and the last one, eating out. So and of course, I want you to expand, try to speak a lot and include a lot of detail. So let's talk about doing sport. No. Let's do eating out. So I like eating out, basically because I don't like cooking. So usually on the weekends, I like to go out to a different restaurant and try some new food. I also like to try food that is not Colombian to see the difference between international food from other countries and compare their dishes to ours, to the ones we have in Colombia. So for example, last weekend, I went to a Mexican restaurant and I tried something that was called fajitas. It was delicious. It was good. It was a little bit spicy though. I don't like spicy food, but it was nice trying different food. And when I was in Italy, I tried to go to many different restaurants to try pasta, pizza, and it surprised me because pizza there is totally different from pizza here. So the ingredients are different. The way they make pizza is totally different. So that really impressed me. I also tried macaroni, and it's totally different. So yeah, that's something that makes me happy, trying out new things. Now you tell me 3 things that make you happy.
I love, 3 things that make me happy is sharing with my family.
Okay, sharing with your family.
What else? Traveling.
Traveling.
also. And what else? Eating out in different places.
Okay, great. So let's talk about the first one, sharing with your family. How often do you share with your family?
Well, I share with my family almost every day, but I share more time with my family on weekends. I usually go with my son to the soccer matches, and yes, I love seeing him doing the sport. I mean, playing the soccer match. Also, I love sharing with my family, with my mommy, going to eat to a new restaurant. And when my husband is on vacation, also I love to share with him, going out, going to drink something, going to eat something different. Also, we had a family farm,
Uh-huh.
and we go there to spend free time and to swim, to listen to music.
That's amazing. Hey,
Yes.
you said that you like sharing with your mom. So does your mom live in Naples?
Yes, she's living now, and I am taking care of her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's so good. That's so good. I am planning to go to the United States to move there permanently, maybe this year or next year, I don't know. But one of the things that stops me from going is my mom. Because my mom doesn't want to go. So, and she has a business here. She has a restaurant. So she doesn't want to go. And if I go, then I will have to be there for at least 4 or 5 years. So I can get my papers and I can go and come easily, and legally. So it's gonna be a hard time. It's gonna be 5 years without coming to Colombia. And that means that I'm gonna be very far from my mom. And that, I've been thinking about that these days. I love sharing with my mom as well. Okay, so you said that you also like traveling. When was your last trip?
Well, my last trip was to Santa Marta.
Hmm.
It was in January. We got my husband with, how do you say that? How do you say that? How do you say that? Socios.
Oh, you can say partners, business partners, usually business
Partner,
partners.
yes. He with two business partners. They got an apartment, a flat in a condo called Samaria. So
Oh,
we stayed there we stayed there for a week, and we went to the sea. Also, we went to Barranquilla, and what else? And yes, we visit the places, how to say that, the world's window, something like that. A popular place in
how do you call that again?
Barranquilla.
The
So
what?
the world's window.
La ventana del mundo, the world's window.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Mhm.
And also there is a place called, how do you say that? How do you say that? Whale is that ballena. How do you say tiburón in English?
Oh, shark.
The
Shark.
shark. The shark's tail, something like that.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes. So we visit that place. We visit Barranquilla. We came back to Santa Marta, and I haven't stayed like 1 week in the same place. Yes.
Wow.
We-
Sounds like an
I
amazing
I spent
vacation.
the whole week in Santa Marta, so we went to the sea every day. We went to some malls near the flat, near the apartment. We also I stayed no. I swam in the pool and also in the jacuzzi. I relaxed in the jacuzzi and we have a great time there.
All right, that's fantastic. Sounds like a really nice plan. Now that you have a flat in Santa Marta, so great. Now there's a little mistake here. Can you spot it? It was surprised that the second reason was I don't know, intelligence. Let's see. There is a problem here.
I was surprised.
Yeah, exactly. So you can say I was surprised that the second reason. Fantastic.
You
You
didn't
got it.
hear me very well.
I'm sorry? Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, that's my bad then. Okay. Something really good. I like that you are using I think, and then you're also using I believe. All right. So it's good that we start using different alternatives. I think, I believe, I reckon, I consider. So any of these you can start using. So great. Good job. Okay, what's the problem here? Playing the guitar makes a happy Maxi.
Makes him happy.
Exactly. So you can say makes him happy or makes Maxi happy. Great. So it's an order mistake. Makes him happy. That's fantastic. And now what? Okay, great thing. You said family farm. This is very important. Family farm. Now what's familiar? What's this? Do you remember?
Familiar is when something it's close to you when you already know something or
Exactly. When you already know something, so you have an idea of what it is or how it is. In Santa Marta, we visit, let's see, many places. There's a problem here.
we visit many places in Santa Marta.
It's the same. You can say in Santa Marta or we visit many, no problem. But here, my question is, are you talking about the present or the past?
In the past.
Exactly.
Because it
So,
was in January.
okay, great. So think about that. If you're talking about the past, what is the mistake?
Yes, that I didn't pronounce the ed in visit.
Yeah, can you correct that?
Yes, in Santa Marta we visit many places.
All right, so there's one thing. When the word finishes in T or in D, the past, like for example, visit or need or any other? Visit, need. Oh, can't think of another. Okay. Meet, yeah, pero que sean regulares. Let's.
Yes, no.
Oh,
Play.
Play con Y. La raíz, como por ejemplo, visit, need. Okay, let's do this. Oh, want, for example, want. ¿Cierto? Terminan en T. El pasado lo vamos a pronunciar así. Visited, needed, wanted. Okay? So, vamos a repetir. Visited.
Visited.
That's good. Needed.
Needed.
Wanted.
Wanted.
That's good. Entonces, recuerda, cuando el verbo regular en su forma base termina en T o en D y lo queremos pronunciar en pasado, que se le agrega ed, va a sonar como it. Esto lo vas a encontrar como así, it. No funciona con todos. Por ejemplo, los que terminan en K, como por ejemplo, which one? For example, book. Reservar. En el pasado no suena booked, sino suena booked. Booked. ¿Ok? Entonces, esta regla de pronunciación solamente la utilizamos, we only use it for the verbs that finish in T or D. ¿Ok? Visited, needed, wanted. Pero no para los que terminan en no vamos a decir booked, no, booked. ¿Ok? So have that in mind, no problem. I will have a reminder for you next class. Okay, and the last one, how do we pronounce this word?
Nature.
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 That's good. Nature. ¿Y cómo decimos tiburón en inglés?
Shark.
Shark. Very good. That's it. Muy bien. That's all for today.
A ballena, whale.
Whale. Very good. Whale. So shark, whale. Okay. So I'll see you next class. Have a wonderful day. Te voy a dejar tarea. Ya ahorita te la mando por WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye. See ya.
Bye, Mister. Remember that you also have one homework. How do you say difference between twin?
Oh yeah, gemelo. Yeah. I'll check that out. All right. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.